Oh, wow. Look at that. All right. Let's see if this one works. I'm going to plug this in and see if it likes what it sees. Doesn't look like it wants me to be a part of this. Having some technical difficulties here. Trying to get this camera up and going at the same time. Bear with me a second, folks. Trying to get this camera going. It might not happen today. It just might not happen. I didn't get much time to play with it. There it goes. Look at that. All right. Now we're talking. I'm going to put me up here. Maybe down here. How about that? So for anyone who's joined before, wants to put a face to the voice, this is me. I run this channel. I run the Cat's Clips channel. I do stock videos. I do direct garment videos, t-shirt videos, composite videos, life hacks, Photoshop. I do all kinds of stuff, and I'm expanding it even more every day. But right now, what we're here to do is talk about what just happened in the stock market. It's kind of crazy, to be honest with you. Today, for me, was both a win and a loss. It was an upside and a downside to the day. And I'm going to start off with GameStop because, well, that's what we've been talking about the most in the recent times. So let me just pull it up. If you're here, say hi or give me a like or something if you want to talk about it. We're going to start with GameStop. So today wasn't, honestly, it wasn't terrible. So what we have to keep in mind is that GameStop is in no way worth what we're trading it at. It's just not. It's not worth it. It's not worth $118 currently. Can it get there? Sure. What do we want? What are we hoping for? We're hoping for 150. Some people are hoping for 800. There are several call options out there to $800 at the end of the week. Those guys are YOLO and more faith than I have in just about anything. But look at where GameStop opened up at today. Market opened at 116, rocketed up to 128, 130, and then it had some pullback. And honestly, I had a kind of a difficult morning this morning. I had some personal stuff going on, and I came in here with emotions on my shoulders, and I sold for a little L, and I threw it into Rocket, and that's where things went sideways because I didn't trust my gut. My gut was leave it in there, let it ride. So I took a small L on that, bought back in, sold Rocket, bought back in. There lies my entire F up for the day. But we'll get to that. So GameStop traded to the upside for most of the day. It was doing great. And then we had kind of a market reversal on a lot of stocks across the market, and GameStop just started falling back down where it ended at 118. So our market opened 116, market closed 118. Honestly, that's still a win because you're still in the green. And as long as GameStop trades in the green, we're still good. When we look at our 15-minute, we definitely had a cup and handle form today for sure. And it was just a matter of which direction it came off of that. When we look at our 15-minute chart, we see right here that we could have easily gone up, and it just didn't. It just didn't happen. And that had more to probably do with what was going on with Rocket than anything else today. So Rocket took a lot of momentum away from pretty much every other stock within its vicinity. So going into tomorrow, GameStop has the same potential it had before. It didn't tank. It's still up from where we started at the beginning of the week. So it's doing well. It still has potential to move up. It traded pretty well today on low volume, 33 million, not high at all for what we wanted to move. So if you're holding call options out there, I stress this, man. Hey, what's up, and up? What you doing over there, buddy? If you're holding call options, man, I stress this. They are going to get burned this week. Calls and puts on GameStop right now are just on fire, both sides, because it's not moving enough in one direction. So those are going to be swing plays. That's all it's to it, swing plays. So if you're in GameStop, we can obviously shoot for the fence. I still have, I think 80-something shares in Cash App of GameStop. That's going to bring me around to the next mistake that I made today, which was trading on emotion. Like I said, don't do it. Just close it, walk away. Look, what's the worst case? You still down 10% or some shit. So easy peasy. So this one, Rocket Mortgage. Look at Rocket's chart. Let's just back it up. We're on the 15-minute. Actually, here we go. Let's go to 30 minutes, right? Rocket Mortgage has been up in a higher range before, clearly, 2650 a while ago. And then look what it did today. It's been on a slow uptrend, no doubt. Slow uptrend. And then all of a sudden today, it decides it's going to shoot 73% up. Now, my dumbass this morning, like I said, trading on emotion, shouldn't have done it. My mistake, I know I made the mistake. It's okay. I'll live with it. Is I bought in, I YOLO'd it at 20% up, which was at like 29.75, somewhere around there. And it traded sideways. It was just sitting there, just going sideways. And I was like, man, I don't like what I see. Just walking the line, up, down, up, down. And I got, oh, look at you. Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, see, listen, I didn't have a good morning. I got here late. I had some stuff to deal with at home with the girlfriend, and I wasn't in the right frame of mind for this. So I bought in right where you were at, and I was like, I'm just going to ride it out. And then I didn't. I had instant buyer's remorse, and I sold it, and I bought back into GameStop like a dumbass, and I kept GameStop there. And it's traded sideways for a while, and then boom, right here, right before 1 o'clock, it starts shooting up. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me, right? I mean, it would have been up 8-9% at that point from where I started. I was like, dude, I just left that on the table. So I was bummed. I was bumming. You know, honestly, I wasn't down that much for the day, but I was like, man, it sucks to just leave it on the table and watch it go up. So I'm sitting here watching it. You know, it's up 30%, 40%. I'm like, dude, this might just take off. So I was going to YOLO it. I was going to sell GameStop. That would have burned my day trades for the next 4 days and threw it in here. But then I'm like, after hours, I could really get screwed. So I didn't want to, I wanted to mitigate the risk. That's what I wanted to do. So I went over to Robinhood. I sold my AMC calls. I sold my GameStop stock. I had about $800 sitting in Robinhood. I looked at the option calls for Rocket at the time when Rocket was trading at about $34, $35, something like that. Yeah, somewhere around that area. And I picked an in the money option, $645 call option. Pull the trigger, send it. I'm sitting here, and I had to go look at some houses today because I'm moving soon. And my mom stopped by. She wanted to go with me. So we're sitting in the office, and I said, I just YOLO'd that thing. Like that's it. Let's see what happens. And we watched that sucker go up before I had to leave 20 minutes. It was up worth, $1,200, up 500%. $500, not 500%. $500. And I was like, oh, man, I should sell it. But trading on emotion, getting greedy, just held on to it. And it tanked. Tanked back down this big dip we saw here. Boom. Hit 42, dropped back down to 36. And I was out looking at some homes and watched it go up, talking with the realtor I was with. And I was like, man, this thing just keeps climbing. And at the end of the day, I ended up ditching that call, cashing out just over $1,000 on that call option. So a solid $400 profit. And then I took that money, bought 2 puts that were close, honestly, the highest up I could buy them for at the time, which I think they're like $36 strike prices. Let me pull up Robinhood here. Yep, $36 puts expiring on Friday. Went ahead and bought 2 of those bad boys because I'm like, no reason this thing's staying up that high. Zero reason. Now, if you follow the comments, these guys love this stock. It's undervalued, blah, blah, blah. Look, listen, we're in Weeble comments, people. This is just dudes who got time on their hands, a phone, and a way to fuck with other dudes. So, yeah, it's undervalued. You don't know this company. You don't know what they're doing. Who decides that? Not you. What we do decide is that when stock goes up 74% one day, it also goes down at least 20% within the next day. The only upside, look, just recently, just to show you what I'm talking about, in case you're going to be one of those naysayers, it's like, no, it's worth so much more. This is SOS. Let's pull up the, let's say 15-minute SOS, right? SOS a couple days ago before it rocketed up, $4, $4.50. Okay. We hit this after hours. Oh no, look at it. It's on X Games mode. $6 to the moon, $8.50, right? So I'm buying in. All right, cool. Now it's down to $6.80. If you bought a put at $8.50, that put just printed out tenfold. If you bought a put at $8, that put's printing money, right? If you bought a put at $7, it's starting to print money. What we do know is this Head and Shoulders is coming back to reality. Now, are these stocks worth more than they started at? Sure, they are. They're worth more than we started, but they're not worth 100% more. So mitigate your risk. Load up on puts. If you've got day trades or even an overnight swing like this, let it ride, man. Rocket's still trying to hold tight, but look, people can still buy and sell this thing on Robinhood. That's a lot of people buying and selling on Robinhood. Once 6 o'clock hits, now we're talking about less people that can sell off and get that profit, and you're going to get the people that can. They're going to start tanking this thing, and then they're going to take their profit, and then they're going to buy the dip, and so it might go back up tomorrow. Will it hit $50? Could. I mean, it might, but it might tank. It might tank back down to $35. I saw it happen with Snapchat just last, 2 quarters ago? Snapchat did the same thing. Bought a put, printed money. I don't have to make $1 million off of these calls or puts. I just need to make money. And there's an excellent way to make money on both ends of this. So let's flip on over here to AMC, because that's the other one that we're watching. I did sell my calls on AMC. When we look at AMC, we back up here on the 15-minute. This does not look promising for the rest of the week. Let's just be honest. It doesn't look promising. It looks like a return back down to $8, which is not bad if you're still holding at $6, but in the scheme of things, for where people wanted to be, it doesn't look great. Let's back up to the 30-minute chart. The 30-minute looks more promising because we could obviously see an uptrend, but that uptrend is going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, to get back to $12. That's next week. If it even just slowly continues this pattern that we see right here, that's next week before you get there. So keep that in mind if you're holding AMC. You're not out of the woods yet, but you've been in better places. I'm going to pull GameStop up again real quick and just back out of this guy and see where it looks on it. This could, if we resemble the other pattern for the other short squeeze, we're kind of right in line with it. If it's going to happen, it has to happen tomorrow, or it has to happen at the latest. Thursday needs to be definitely over 150, or this game over on this one. This is going to be a reset. Maybe not a 38.50 reset. It's going to be a reset all the same. It's going back down. So the GameStop holders, man, my advice is the same. Swing it. If you like GameStop and that's the only stock you want to buy and sell, awesome. Sell it and buy it. Sell it up here, buy it down here every day. Make you a little bit of money, still support the stock. You get a little more shares for your money. Smart way to do it. If you just hold it, then you're just letting profits just go right by. So that's not helping you out at all. Some other ones that moved a lot, Fisker. I'm honestly still surprised Fisker's floating up here. They did put out a statement last night or this morning, probably last night, about solid state batteries. So they said, what's going to happen is we got these solid state batteries. They're going to charge like 90% in 1 minute. They're going to be amazing. And then they came out and was like, yeah, eventually we're nowhere near this technology. So I presume that Fisker, unless something else comes out, is going to come back to $20. Honestly, it'll probably happen. Weed stocks moved a good bit today, but as weed stocks be doing, came right back down. 30-minute chart here. That is a big cup and handle on the 30-minute, but we've seen it before. Tilray is probably going to trade kind of sideways, closer to that merger. We're going to see that thing uptrend again. So keep out for news on the merger with Afria, and that's where the good news will come. Other stocks that are notable, Tesla, still kind of trading sideways for the week-ish, up and down, up and down. Ken Caffey, I have to call that dude back. What else we got there? I don't really follow a whole lot. I mean, I keep them on my watch list, but, Virgin taking a dump. That's a shame because Virgin was way up there at like 50, 60 bucks not that long ago. But listen, if you're not sending people to freaking low Earth orbit anytime soon, what are you selling? So that's kind of how I feel about that. I don't follow too many of the other ones, like as far as news goes with them. I do follow some of the coins. Bitcoin sitting at 48, 47. That sucks. It's dropped a lot. A lot of people made a ton of money when it was at 58, sold. So that happened. I do believe that AMC had earnings today, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they had earnings. Actually, I take that back. I did buy back into AMC. I had a little money left over in Robinhood. Bought right into that sucker. I bought 39 shares of AMC before close at an average cost of $8.82. So maybe that'll make me some money. I almost forgot. So right now, my positions stand at Gamestop, AMC, and I'm hoping Rocket burns in hell. That's where I'm at. So I'm hoping this thing crashes and burns just as fast as it went up. Hell, it didn't even have to crash and burn that hard. Tomorrow, it could crash 20% and then rocket to space. Let me print some puts and get up out of that bad boy. I'll even buy some calls, I promise you. If it goes down 20, 30% tomorrow, I will buy call options and I will support that movement straight up. I buy them in the other stocks, but GameStop is just too damn expensive. So I'm glad you guys popped in. Enough. It's good to see you again, sir. If you guys are King of the Sting fans, man, I played a song earlier. Tom McDonald's girlfriend put out that was a gang, worth a listen for sure. I was feeling it. I was vibing to that. I put out some more clips. I've actually been going back and doing some of the old Cats clips because honestly, I just forgot how funny they were. Like Theo and Brendan now. Theo's hilarious. Brendan is just out of jokes mostly. But in the beginning, boy, they were both on fire. Theo roasted the ever-loving crap out of Brendan. It was a good time. So I'm going to keep cutting up some of them old hitters and find some of that gold that we too often forget about, mostly because last year was an utter shit show. So I'm also going to do some more podcast type stuff, some live stuff as well. I like doing the live. I like the chat conversation. I'm probably going to have some guests over here to talk about some current events and just some fun stuff in different sectors of the world. So tune into those. I would definitely appreciate it. Like I said, I enjoy the commentary. Tomorrow, nothing's going to stop me from getting here in the morning and kicking this show off. I do set my alarm for like 4:30 in the morning just so I know what I'm going to wake up to. I'm look up pre-market. I'm like, back to bed, nightmares. Or can't wait to get up. Can't wait for 9:30. So both ends of the spectrum are fun. And I'm going to try to set up my camera. I'm working on it. Like I said, I'm moving this month, and I'm going to set up a little studio wherever I end up. So in the meantime, this is Makeshift. If you'd like to see what it looks like around here, I am in one of my offices here at my composite shop. It is an utter disaster. Let's be honest. I work in total chaos. No getting around that. So the next place will be a little better, but maybe I'll do a little tour of this tomorrow or something, apparel brand and printing shirts and stuff. But for now, that's it. I've got to go back there and cut and grind stuff, make some parts, print some money, and we will see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Hell, maybe even later. Who knows how froggy I'm feeling. Till then, adios.